Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing another mock draft. This is my second mock draft of the year. If you have not already seen my first mock draft, link in description. And yeah, let's get into the video without any further ado. But before we do, I want to tell you to make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications for every time I upload. But yeah, let's get into the video. So at number 1 overall, I have the Cincinnati Bengals taking Joe Burrow. Smoking Joe Burrow, yeah. Hopefully he doesn't smoke when he gets to the NFL, because if he does, might not do so well, but I think he'll do well. That was just a joke. Don't go hating on me, please. Please. But anyway, at number 2 overall, I have the Washington Redskins taking the man, the myth, the legend, Chase Young. Yeah, arguably the best player in the country, in that conversation with Joe Burrow. Yeah. Anyway, on to number 3 overall. I have a trade. This is my first trade of the video. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this will be with trades. So yeah, we got our first trade here. So at number 3 overall, I have the Detroit Lions trading down with the Miami Dolphins. So the Dolphins trade Pick 5, Elandon Roberts, the middle linebacker, Bobby McCain, the free safety, Devon Godchooks, the defensive tackle, for the 3rd overall pick, and a 5th round pick from the Detroit Lions. And with the 3rd overall pick, the Miami Dolphins take Tua Tagovailoa. I cannot say his last name. Don't go hating on me in the comments. So get used to me saying Tua Tagovailoa. Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah. I can't say his last name. So yeah, I'll just call him Tua Tagovailoa. Anyway, on to number 4 overall, we have the New York Giants taking Isaiah Simmons, best linebacker in the class, by far. He was a beast this past year. He's just amazing. I think a lot of New York fans want to see him go to the Giants. I don't think that Chase Young will be able to get there. So for any Giants fans who think that will happen, sorry, it just won't. But anyway, on to number 5 overall. Remember the Detroit Lions traded down with the Dolphins so they could get to a Tagovailoa. So with the 5th overall pick, the Detroit Lions take the best corner in the class, Jeff Okudah, out of Ohio State. He's just a shutdown corner. He had 0 holding penalties and 0 pass interferences, so he doesn't commit penalties. So yeah, and he's just shut down. So you can trust him to not commit penalties and not let up big plays. And they have Desmond Trufant, but they traded away Darius Slay. And Desmond Trufant's not as good as he was a couple years ago when they made it to the Super Bowl. So they need a replacement for Darius Slay, and that will be Jeff Okudah. And I think he'll be the leader of the defense for the next 10 years or something. Anyway, on to number 6. We have the Los Angeles Chargers taking Oregon quarterback Justin Herbert. He had a very good senior role, but at the end of this past season, he started to regress a little bit. Last season, he could have gone to the draft because he had a very good season. But he decided to stay for 1 more year. And I think that might have been a bad decision because he did regress at the end of the season. But he had a very good pro day, very good combine, and a very good senior bowl. Yeah, on to 7 overall, we have the Carolina Panthers taking Derrick Brown, D tackle out of Auburn. Yeah, he's very big. Chungy. Yeah, I don't know, but maybe Big Chungus is bigger than him. Maybe he is Big Chungus secretly. You never know. Is he Big Chungus? Is he not? Dun, dun, dun. But, anyway, with the number 8 overall pick, I have the Arizona Cardinals taking offensive tackle out of Louisville. You guessed it, Mekhi Becton. Or did you not guess it? Did you guess it? Did you guess it? Hashtag in the comments if you got it or not. Please comment. Yeah. I'm insane. But yeah, he's a pancake machine. I think he's arguably the best tackle in the class, arguably the best lineman, because there's not really good. It's not really a good interior offensive lineman class. I think the earliest an interior offensive lineman will go is probably mid-second round. Yeah, but anyway, on to number 9 overall. I have another offensive tackle going, and that is Tristan Wirfs to the Jacksonville Jaguars with a number 9 overall pick out of Iowa, and he's a beast. Also arguably the best offensive lineman in the class. Yeah. But anyway, on to number 10 overall pick. I have the Cleveland Browns taking offensive tackle out of Georgia, Andrew Thomas. Yeah. Oh, the Browns got new uniforms. So did some other teams, the Falcons and Buccaneers, I believe. So the Browns just went back to their old uniforms, and the Buccaneers also did that and came up with some new styles, but the theme was like their old uniforms. And the Falcons, I like only one of the uniforms. It's the ones that are fully black, but the other ones are just terrible, especially the one with red on the top and then it's gradient and then their pants are black. I just don't like that. But yeah, this is not a new uniform video, so let's get back to the mock draft. But yeah, Andrew Thomas out of Georgia to the Cleveland Browns. But anyway, on to numero. Wait, how do you say 11 in Spanish? Am I really that dumb? I take Spanish class, but yeah, I kind of have. Yeah. But anyway, on to numero 11. I have the New York Jets taking Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver out of Alabama. So I think CeeDee Lamb is better than him. But the thing is, Jamison Crowder is kind of like a faster guy than Jerry Jeudy. So they already have their speed guy, their slot guy. But they need a good route runner like Jerry Jeudy, because Jerry Jeudy is probably the best route runner in all of college football. But yeah, speaking of CeeDee Lamb, with the number 12th overall pick, I have the Las Vegas Raiders. God, it feels weird saying that. Going to... I have the Las Vegas Raiders taking CeeDee Lamb. It feels really weird to say Las Vegas Raiders. I barely can say it, but yeah, don't make fun of me in the comments, please. I'm begging you. But yeah, he's the best wide receiver in the class in my opinion. He is fast. He's shifty. If you watch my Madden video, then if you play Madden, he basically is like a human joystick. Like, you know, the ability human joystick. Yeah, it's overpowered. But yeah, he reminds me of... Who does he remind me of? He kind of reminds me of Stephon Diggs. Yeah. But anyway, on to number 13 overall pick. We have the fastest player in the class, and that is Henry Ruggs. He ran a 4.28 at the combine. I have him going to the San Francisco 49ers. They need wide receiver help badly. Dante Pettis is not going to do the job. They do have Deebo Samuel, though. Yeah, he's very up and coming. But yeah, I just really think that he is going to San Francisco 49ers. Anyway, on to number 14 overall pick. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking Jedrick Wills out of Alabama, arguably the best O-lineman in the class. Yeah. In my other mock draft, I had him going earlier. But yeah, anyway, on to number 15 overall pick. I have the Denver Broncos taking Justin Jefferson, wide receiver out of LSU. He broke the record for most touchdowns in a college football playoff game with 4. And Joe Burrow also broke the record. I think it was like 8 or something. 8 touchdown passes. I'm not sure. But anyway, on to number 16 overall pick. The Atlanta Falcons are taking C.J. Henderson, cornerback out of Florida. He had a bit of a down year this past year, but he was very good the previous years. But yeah, I had them taking A.J. Epinesa, defensive end, but they did sign Dante Fowler, but they did lose Vic Beasley to free agency, but they still have Tack McKinley. And I think they got to upgrade with Dante Fowler, because I think Dante Fowler is better than Vic Beasley. I think that's, like, easy by far. But anyway, on to the number 17 overall pick. I have the Dallas Cowboys taking Xavier McKinney, safety out of Alabama. Yeah, I don't, I don't know who's better, Xavier McKinney or Grant Delpit. It's just, confusing. There's a lot of arguments about that. But in my other mock draft, I had Grant Delpit going before Xavier McKinney, but in this mock draft, it's the opposite. So let me know your thoughts on who's better in the comment section. And yeah. But anyway, on to number 18 overall pick. I have the Miami Dolphins taking DeAndre Swift, running back out of Georgia. Arguably the best running back in the class. But yeah, I don't have much to say about that. But he kind of put the team on his back at the end of the season, because Jake Fromm, he got worse toward the end of the season, something that I noticed. But anyway, on to number 19 overall pick. I have the Las Vegas Raiders. It feels weird to say that again. Taking Christian Fulton, cornerback out of LSU. Yeah. Very underrated. Yeah, but anyway, on to number 20 overall pick. I have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking Grant Delpit, safety out of LSU. I think this is the draft that will start their rebuild, because they got rid of everyone from that Jacksonville defense, except for Telvin Smith and Miles Jack. And Yannick Ngakoue doesn't want to be there. He's going to get traded. But anyway, on to number 21 overall pick. I have the Philadelphia Eagles taking Denzel Mims, wide receiver out of Baylor. In my opinion, most underrated wide receiver in the class. Very physical play style. He just keeps moving up and up in people's mock drafts. Um, yeah. In my last mock draft, I had him going number 30 overall, but now I have him going at number 21 overall. So yeah, I think he's definitely moving up in people's rankings. But, anyway, on to number 22 overall. I have the, Minnesota Vikings taking Caleb Chase, edge at LSU. The reason I have them taking a defensive end is they lost Linval Joseph in free agency, lost Everson Griffin, and Danielle Hunter needs some help on the D-line. He can't do it all by himself. They need another beast on the D-line. Anthony Barr is a good blitzing linebacker. Yeah. But anyway, on to number 23 overall pick. I have the New England Patriots taking A.J. Epinesa, defensive end out of Iowa. He is a beast. They need a beast on that defensive line. They lost both of their outside linebackers who are very good pass rushers, Kyle Van Noy and Jamie Collins. And they have John Simon. They have Lawrence Guy. They also lost Danny Shelton in free agency. But they need a beast on that D-line. Yeah. But anyway, on to number 24 overall pick. I have the New Orleans Saints taking Kenneth Murray, linebacker out of Oklahoma. In my opinion, best linebacker in the class other than Isaiah Simmons. But yeah, anyway, on to number 25 overall pick. Minnesota Vikings. I have them taking Jeff Gladney, cornerback out of TCU. Very underrated. Just kept moving up and up. He's kind of like Denzel Mims, how he just kept moving up and up and up in people's rankings. Just got noticed more on and more on as the season went on. But yeah, they need a beast corner. They have Avery Harris and Anthony Harris and Harrison Smith at safety. But if you run a cover 1 or a cover 3, then and you don't have good corners, then you could just get beat over the top if you run a streak route or a fade. So they need a beast corner. Mike Zimmer loves physical corners. Trey Waynes and Xavier Rhodes were physical corners, but they lost them in free agency. But anyway, on to number 26 overall pick. I have a trade. So the trade is the Miami Dolphins trade the 26th overall pick for Trent Williams from the Washington Redskins. And the Redskins will take Patrick Queen. They need a linebacker really badly. Yeah, Ryan Kerrigan's getting older. I think Chase Young will be his replacement. Yeah. Also Montez Sweat and Chase Young. I think that'll be a pretty good duo. And Jonathan Allen and Matt Ioannidis in the middle. I think that will be one of the best D-lines next year. But if they go against great O-lines like they have in that division, except for the Giants, because the Cowboys and Eagles have some of the best offensive lines in all of football. So if they get blocked really well, they're going to need a linebacker to make a play on Zeke or Miles Sanders. Yeah. So they'll definitely need linebackers to help with that second level because they play the Cowboys and Eagles twice a year, and they have some of the best offensive linemen in the whole entire league. So they'll need someone on that second level to help tackle. But anyway, on to the number. And also, I think why I had the Dolphins trading the 26th overall pick instead of maybe the 18th overall pick for Trent Williams is we haven't seen Trent Williams play in a year, so he could have regressed over that time, and he is getting older. And he gets injured a lot, but I think the Dolphins' medical staff is probably better than the Redskins because the Redskins just don't have a good staff. But I think Ron Rivera will change that. But anyway, on to the number 27 overall pick. I have Seattle Seahawks taking Yetur Gross-Matos. I'm excited about this pick. I'm excited to see what the Seahawks do because I'm a Seahawks fan. But yeah, he's very underrated. But yeah, anyway, on to number 28 overall pick. I have another edge going, and that is Mr. Zach Bond out of Wisconsin. The Ravens need an edge. Yeah. The players on that D-line, like Brandon Williams, are not going to get any younger. They need someone to pair with Matt Judon. Because Pernell McPhee is getting old as well. But yeah, anyway, on to number 29 overall pick. I have my final trade of this mock draft. It's Yannick Ngakoue getting traded to the Tennessee Titans for the 29th overall pick. And the Jags will take with that pick Trayvon Diggs, Stephon Diggs' brother, out of Alabama. Stephon Diggs' brother, or cousin, whatever, he's related, but, they need to rebuild that defense. I have them taking, Grant Delpit earlier, but they just need to rebuild that defense and get back into their 2017 form. But I think they just need a fresh start, and Yannick Ngakoue does not want to be with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Tennessee Titans need an edge to pair with Harold Landry. Jeffrey Simmons is a good interior D lineman. They lost Jarrell Casey because they traded him away for a 7th round pick, which I find very confusing. I think he still has a couple more years. They should have traded him for more value. I think at least they could have traded him for a 3rd round pick. That was a steal for the Denver Broncos. But anyway, on to number 30 overall pick. I have the Green Bay Packers taking T. Higgins out of Clemson. They need wide receiver help. That has been their biggest problem. Alan Lazard had a breakout year, but but he's not going to be a Pro Bowler every year. And if Devontae Adams gets injured like he did this past year, then they're going to need someone to step in for him. And I think that T. Higgins will do the job. But anyway, on to number 31 overall pick. I have the San Francisco 49ers taking A.J. Terrell, cornerback out of Clemson. Very underrated as well. I think this would be a little bit of a reach. But I think that's the only corner left that is 1st round value. He's late 1st round or early 2nd rounder, in my opinion. They need corner help. Richard Sherman's getting older. But anyway, on to the final pick of the draft. I have the Kansas City Chiefs taking J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State. What I find is a lot of people are forgetting about him. I don't know why. He was in the Heisman watch. People are forgetting about that. But yeah, I just don't know why. But anyway, the Chiefs need a running back to pair with Damian Williams. LaShawn McCoy is getting older, and if Damian Williams gets injured, they'll need someone to step in. And plus, just they need a good running back duo. I think that other than corner, this is their most needed position. Yeah, but and also they do need linebackers. But I